Shalom everyone, this is Rabbi Yonatan, and I just want to say that I hope that all of you are doing well and coping with the challenges and even reaping some of the blessings that are hidden even in these very difficult times. I'd love to hear from you what those challenges and the difficult things and also what some of the blessings have been. We've worked so hard at Kilat Nitzan to try to reach every one of you by telephone or through Zoom sessions or other things. And now that there's been an easing of restrictions, we're also discussing how we might begin to slowly return to being able to meet, at least in limited ways, in the synagogue in our community. As I've said, we've done our best to be supporting all of you at this time. And of course, we're not perfect. And some things like yard sites that normally you could have said Kaddish for in the synagogue, or you would have gotten emails about, we hadn't sent out, and we haven't really provided that space. And I feel bad about that. And I want to apologize to those of you who feel you were affected. And I also want to say, if you've had a yard site in the last 2 months, come tomorrow to the service at 4 p.m. We'll have a mourner's Kaddish, and I'll invite all of you to say something about your loved one who you're remembering. And in this small way, try to make up for that. This week's Parshiot are Behar and Bechukotai. And Behar is the mountain, but Bechukotai, the second Parsha, is people usually think of as the curses, even though it is blessings and curses. And I like that some people have called it Parashat HaBrachot, the Parsha of blessings. And there are blessings. One commentator, not very well known, Rabbi Noach Lipschitz of the late 1797, looks at this first verse and says, Im bechukotai telechu, if you will go in the ways of my laws, v'mitzvotai tishmeru, and my mitzvahs, my commandments, keep them, and says, as everyone did, isn't this redundant? And though some people understood going in the ways of Torah is studying Torah, Rabbi Noach says going in the ways of Torah is about the journey. It's about a process. It's not just about the result of doing them or keeping them or ticking the boxes, but it's about a process. We're in such a process now of processing our way into a new reality. So now it's not just coping with the lockdown, but it's also coping with how do we move back to life in our own personal lives as we start to see family members again and friends and return to community and not just on Zoom. Well, it's a process, everyone. We'll do our best. Won't get everything right. Not in our own lives and not even in our communal life. But our kavanah, our intention is there. And even if we can't tick every box every time, we will continue to do our very utmost to lalechet bechukotai, but to go in the ways of the laws, but also not just laws, of the Torah, and in its ways and in the process, and journey together forward in this very unique period in history. Shabbat Shalom, and I hope to see you tomorrow at services.